feeling cute might ruin all of my relationships later. Oh, I'm moving slowly. Oh, it's all the people who died at the dance. Things are going great. That guy's been called back to his family. Oh, his feet are backwards. That's alarming. Did his shoes fly? Oh, he's going up. They're rising away. It's me, right? Not me, but Iris dunked her face in the pool to hide the tears. She hid her symptoms and everyone paid for it. Principal. You're not Zhao. Do I have to go around or just talk to you from here?
Watcher, you made it in one piece.
Principal.
I'm glad you found your legs. A good result for your first communion.
Thank you.
It's so nice to be out here again. I've been feeling walled in lately. You know, I was a watcher once.
You were?
Oh, yes. A very long time ago. I was standing exactly where you are now. I was just as confused, just as filled with questions. You are transparent, sister. Tell me, these memories, what did you learn?
I want to name the sickness, the occupants. Right, because she was always principal, and now we know that their names are just roles. It's funny that one of them's named Bang Bang, but I guess that's the fighter. But yeah, that does mean that she's just actually still the principal. Not the principal we thought we were seeing because we were sitting down in a school, but this is a school and she is the principal of that school. This is what school looks like now. Not the stuff around us. I mean, technically it does, but we're in the trappings of a modern school to see the contrast of what actually makes their modern school.
Her name was Iris.
A very pretty name.
I want a name like that.
So you do. But I must warn you, Watcher. Nostalgia can be a dangerous thing.
They all got sick.
They had never seen anything like it. After all, it was not of this earth. We must be diligent, sister, or we will suffer the same fate. Under these masks, the disease will not harm us. Never be without. Until the ALLMOTHER's blessing, it is our lot to be bound.
We don't look like we're wearing a mask, but over the course of it, I don't think I've pointed this out, but it is apparent to me that sometimes you can see the shimmer of like a solid plastic or glass, or, you know, there's a transparent mask in front of her face that covers her mouth and nose, but is transparent so we get to see her face also.
The occupants.
All that you've seen is gone. Pressed into the ground and covered in the disease they leave in their wake. They are a destructive force, a menace that continues to this day.
Zhao.
Yes, it's a pity. I know. Patience. We will have our vengeance yet. Trust in the ALLMOTHER's plan. You've done well, Watcher. We are fortunate to have a sister like...
She was mean. Iris. She was mean. To people around her. Ungrateful.
She was indeed.
Why?
Watcher, what is your function?
To observe.
That is only the beginning. As a Watcher, you are given the most sacred of duties. To trust. She opens herself to you. You will see everything of her. All of her desires and all of her failures. Everything she's ever wanted to share and everything she's ever wanted to hide. You will be so close to her, you could draw blood. Please, I ask you to trust her in return.
Or I could stab her.
Yes, Principal. Of course. I do. With all my heart.
We depend on you, sister. You hesitate. Something is bothering you.
It's Fixer. She tainted the communion. She used this bond to speak to me from the other side.
But how can that be?
I don't know. She is gifted in her function.
You're sure?
I'm sorry. I know you loved her. I did too.
Watcher, thank you. Thank you for your service.
But what if she's tainted you now? What if you need to be eliminated?
I promise you, Fixer will get what she deserves. You've done very well. Grace to the All-Mother, Watcher.
Grace to the All-Mother.
End of chapter 1. Okay. Yeah, I'll save. Her name was Iris. Achievement unlocked. We see Iris as being mean to the people around her. And then we betray Fixer. It's fascinating, the sort of like double think there. The context is different, but not totally. Like the idea of that there's somebody you care about and you're cruel to them when they trust you. It's essentially what happened. Heki Almo, blue to red. We've heard of Heki Almo, I think, before. It's one of the things that we said to somebody that didn't make any sense to them. And blue to red was one of the options during the intro when we stabbed ALLMOTHER. Mask and bunker shield our head. ALLMOTHER's dream from red to blue. Then sisters walk the earth anew. Heki Almo, ALLMOTHER. Heki Almo, blue to red. Mask and bunker shield our head. ALLMOTHER's dream from red to blue. Then sisters walk the earth anew. A children's rhyme about what's going on here. The roles. Heki Almo 6 to 1. Another one. Each sister's function to be done. If function faithful sisters be, ALLMOTHER grant immunity. There's 6 again. There's 6 functions total. But also, oddly, this is a connection to Signalis in a way that game was so heavily defined by the number 6 to the point where you had, if I remember correctly, there was 6 of most things, 6 inventory slots, 6 everything, as much as they could. And I wonder if there's a connection here to that? If there's a shared context for that or that choice. But Almo Heki love to hate. A sin does not incinerate. An ancient sister, mother crossed. ALLMOTHER's grace, forever lost. Almo Heki, hate to love. That sister's sin, we are made of. From shell to sister, hair to hair. Cut it down from sphere to square. Each shapen sister, her domain. Watch her, know her, heal her pain. Watcher, knower, healer. Fire, fix what was profaned. And Heki Almo once again. So the violent one, the fixer, the watcher, the knower, the healer, that's 5. What's the 6th one? Is it the ALLMOTHER or a different role we skipped over? There was somebody on the bottom right corner. The red one, principal, I guess? Chapter 2.
Watcher.
So that weird dream space we were in, this looks a lot like that. Dome, that one strange red bit. That might be where the principal is, because principal's defined by redness.
This is Principal. Please report to my office immediately.
Second chapter, and we finally see what this place actually looks like. Oh, you can see the mask. You have to be really close up with the camera to really see it, but yeah. Apparently we sleep with our glasses on, which is both uncomfortable and dangerous for their durability, given that they're like wire glasses. I used to have wire glasses back in like middle school, and it's like I was somewhat insecure about having glasses, so I kind of wanted to hide the fact that I had glasses on by making them less apparent. That doesn't really work. But they bend so easily and lose their shape, and then they fit weird and so on. It's like you really just want to get like harder, thicker rims and so on, and just actually feel like they're not going to bend all the time. But yeah, like back then, if you fell asleep with your glasses on, it's a great way to get them bent and have to deal with that.
Principal, you wanted to see me?
Watcher, I wanted to offer you an apology. I should have done more to protect you. Your first communion with the ALLMOTHER should be sacred. Instead, I worry how these events will affect you.
My faith in the ALLMOTHER is whole.
You and Fixer were close.
We were not close. If we were, I would have seen who she really was. I would have seen this coming. She betrayed all of us.
I admit, even I didn't see this coming from her. I can see she hurt you, Watcher. And I promised you justice. Sisters, attention please. This is Principal speaking.
It's wild because you're like, Fixer's probably in the right. That's like the first reflex I think most of us have. So just how easily everyone is so unified against her is wild to see play out. Like you're hurt by her betrayal and you're like, man, I feel like you're the one betraying her. Those trainees, they have the colors, all 5 colors it looks like, but very different outfits.
Today we acknowledge a courageous act. Your sister, Watcher, engaged in her first communion with the ALLMOTHER. She functioned faithfully, hair to hair. In this communion, she encountered a misdeed most profane. Fixer, our dearest sister, invaded the communion and sullied our most sacred act. Fixer betrayed us and slandered the ALLMOTHER. Your sister, Watcher, was swift in her action, and it is because of her devotion that I can report Fixer will see justice. Attention to the sky, please. I present to you an artistic rendering of the events as recounted by the ALLMOTHER herself. Almoheki, straight to you.
What? Traitor, traitor, bad, bad. That's me. This is the drawing. This is the child's drawings. The ALLMOTHER draws like a child. This is wild. It looks like Pop Team Epic or something. Huh.
This is Watcher providing me with helpful information. This is me forwarding the information to the ALLMOTHER. This is the ALLMOTHER using the information to capture the offending party. This is the offending party confessing their sins. This is them burning for their sins.
Jeez.
Again, in more detail. Once more. The end.
She's gone?
It seems the sins of our ancient sister grow ever more cunning, seeping into even our brightest. As such, I'm issuing a directive. All sisters, beginning with Bang Bang Fire, are to submit to Watcher for a mandatory communion. We must strengthen our bond with the ALLMOTHER in these trying times. We must hold fast and root out the sin. Please join me in thanking Watcher. We never would have caught Fixer without her. Heki Almo, Watcher. You have kept us safe.
Red to blue and blue to red, and that's what these two are also. Ooh. If I'm right in interpreting the scene of her stabbing the ALLMOTHER, she's going to turn on ALLMOTHER herself, so this is wild. It's gonna be a lot of guilt here over having killed Fixer, apparently, if that's really how things played out. Also, it seems like there are more of them, so I'm just like, immediately it seems inefficient and unhelpful to have them all just have this one thing that describes them. Because isn't there more than one Fixer? That other train looked like they were a Fixer. Is there only one person who's currently the Fixer, as far as we know? And they just, even though the person's gone now, they haven't like promoted the other one into to being the new Fixer yet? Like, because they all refer to Fixer like they all know who they're talking about and how it's a personal betrayal to both these people because they know who Fixer is, but this isn't like everyone's a unique person with a weird identity-based description, but there's billions of identities. There's 6. Am I the baddie? So does being in this room hurt your eyes or anything?
Principal.
Don't be shy. My door is always open. How may I serve you?
I'm worried about these mandated communions.
I see your concern. But every once in a while, we need to take the extra effort to connect.
Will they understand that?
Embrace friction, Watcher. Change comes easier to some than others.
You said you were a Watcher once.
A faithful one, like you. But the train never came for me. The ALLMOTHER had a different plan. It's a sacred post to stay and administer the orchard.
When will your time come?
The principal before me served for decades, with discipline and wisdom. She had been a Bang Bang Fire. I can only hope to be as faithful as her.
I'm sorry you have to wait.
I'm not. I will wait for as long as the ALLMOTHER desires.
I can't get over it. They just have the goofy children's drawings that we know now come from the ALLMOTHER. It's not just like in the transition between chapters, it was like, oh, this is a child's rendition of this children's rhyme because they're in school. Sure. But that's the message from the ALLMOTHER, is also a slideshow of children's drawings. It's like, it's not just that the drawings look like children's drawings, but that is true. But like the writing of what they say is also goofy and childish sounding. It's like, what is the ALLMOTHER like then? But the fact that one of the roles, all these roles are like, okay, healer, watcher, knower, and so on. Bang Bang Fire? What? People just casually say Bang Bang Fire in sentences like that's a normal role, equally as serious and meaningful and comprehensible as the other ones. You're like, what? Bang Bang Fire? Like, I was ready to accept Bang Bang Fire when I met her at the beginning, because I'm just like, oh, it's just people just have particular names here. This one's a bit eccentric, bit of fun. This one goes by Bang Bang Fire. Sure, why not? But the idea that that's a sacred role and everyone just takes that seriously and no one ever is like, That one's funny, right? Everyone, they just say it casually as if it's equally as boring as all the other words. You're like, I can't. This is immediately hilarious to me. It's great.
It's about the ancient sister.
You're worried. It's only natural. It is disturbing to know that her sin has returned.
Have you seen it happen before?
I've seen pettiness, jealousy, vanity, rage. But Fixer's shameless disobedience feels different.
She was always an original.
A costly reminder that we can never let our guard down.
Thank you, Principal.
I value our little visits. Red to blue, Watcher.
Red to blue.
I wonder what red to blue means. There's a whole damn Elysium down there. Takes me back to playing Talos Principle 2 with the whole artificial city they had by that point. So this is what this place actually is supposed to look like. I like this sort of strange dream version we saw at one point. That is a katana. So I can optionally catch up with everyone, which means I'll probably try to avoid Bang Bang Fire for a while. To see if I can chat with everybody. Don't know how navigable this world is or how comprehensive.
Congratulations, Watcher.
What do you want?
What? No, just good job.
Okay.
You look faint. Maybe you should sit down.
I'm good, actually. I'm really good.
That's great. I guess you can walk around, see things, feel things.
I'm supposed to commune with Bang Bang Fire.
Yes, of course. If you want to commune with your sister right away, go for it. But I'm sure many people want to speak with you. I'll be right here beside you.
Thanks, Secretary.
She can be oddly mean to Secretary. Waypoints show up, but it's unclear what they are. Courtyard, library, medical. This place looks huge. Kind of reminds me about, like, you finish the first mission in Mass Effect and they dump you in the Citadel, and it's immediately this, like, surprisingly pretty big area with a bunch of confusing connections everywhere. It's a bit of a process to figure out how to navigate the whole thing. Oh, my joystick flicks when I let go of it, so sometimes I'll be running in one direction and I'll let go of it, and I'll run the opposite direction afterwards because it flicks that direction for a moment. Whoops. Even the map is like a goofy children's drawing. Wild. Does it say where I am right now? Oh, there's a little character down there, yep. I'm at station entrance in the top left corner. This little haha character to show me. Library. Does it say birth? Tools. Bunch of stuff. This place looks huge. But yeah, Mass Effect. The Citadel's confusing at first, but I got into it and ultimately became one of my favorite games. But I loaned out Mass Effect 1 to several friends, and every single one of them played the intro mission, seemed to like it, got to the Citadel, could not figure out how to continue the story, gave up, and gave it back to me. Like, it was such a huge filter that nobody could understand how to play to get past the Citadel part, which is like the first, like, town, essentially. And it was admittedly a confusing layout, but it was also just like a lot of people just aren't ready without the right, like, conditioning, the right background in games to be like, I'm gonna carefully explore this huge, non-linear, mostly optional city that I have to kind of learn for myself and just kind of like want to be curious, and so many people will just bounce off of that. It's funny, it's interesting to me because, like, Mass Effect is clearly trying to be a streamlined shooter version of Western RPGs. It's like even the Citadel isn't that tough compared to, like, the first planet of KOTOR, for example, but it was still such a big filter for so many people, like, because you just don't have the right the right background and experience with games. And I can relate to that. I struggled a little bit with it, but in particular, I think about other games like the first time I tried playing a CRPG without knowing what they were, I was like, this isn't like Diablo. It looks like Diablo, but I can't play it like Diablo. I'm confused, and then I stopped playing. And the first time I tried playing Myst when I was like 6 or something, and I just genuinely could not figure out how to even interact with Myst when I was a small child. I played as an adult, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty straightforward. But at that point, I had the benefit of decades of games made after Myst, inspired by Myst. Interesting that just your own, what you bring to the table can massively change your ability to interact with certain genres and presentation styles. I wonder if there's a subsection of the audience that might immediately bounce off the moment they get to this part of the game, although they are given an immediate waypoint to follow to some extent. Maybe they can figure that part out at least. 6 to 1.
Look at everything the ALLMOTHER has given us.
Yeah. Let's go to birth. Oh, we do have a sprint.
Sister Blue, mind if I take a look at your mask?
Go ahead.
Subsonic filter at full capacity. Structural integrity, perfectly intact. You take really good care of your mask, Sister Blue. I wish I could say the same for all sisters.
Did someone...
A couple of days ago, trace amounts of the virus must have gotten in. She had a bit of a rash on her cheek. My guess is she loosened her mask because it was itchy.
I don't know what these mean. I know they're all from the rhyme. Hair to hair, red to blue, 6 to 1.
Hair to hair. We cannot let our guard down, even a little bit.
Hair to hair, Sister Blue.
It's funny because it feels like they're all trying to make sense of a children's rhyme as being a series of greetings. So she's known as Caring Shell. That is a different name than Healer. Do wonder what's going on there. Germaphobe Shell? Oh, they're just called shells. So people that have this gray part of their outfit are called shells. They're like not promoted to a real role yet.
Don't touch anything.
What's the problem?
Nothing has been properly sanitized yet. Some other shells are not as thorough as I am.
Hair to hair, sister.
Can you believe they didn't wear masks up on the surface? What was that like?
They were resilient in ways that we are not.
Has foreign material leaked into my mask? No, no, no. It's impossible. I've been nothing but careful. I better find a healer. Get an appointment.
Hecky, sister.
Hecky.
Doing unwell. I do think about that sometimes. Oh, that person is not doing well. On some level, masks probably should be way more normalized and people should be using them as a standard. Admittedly, I don't love them either. I don't love the experience of wearing a mask, but there are so many diseases that could be massively, like just using masks in public could massively push back against so many outbreaks and so many negative outcomes, but then people have to live with them. I do wonder if we can come up with like cooler masks, some kind of better outcome than what we've had so far with the cloth ones and whatnot.
What's on your mind, sister?
This is the chamber that Fixer was printed in. I know that was a long time ago, but it feels cursed now. Is the ancient sister's sin replicated at the cellular level, or is it even deeper than that?
I don't know.
Should I destroy the chamber?
Best to be safe.
Hecky Grace, sister.
Hecky Grace.
Destroying the chamber just because it birthed Fixer at all, let alone everyone else who ever came from the same one. Wild. But also like their interpretation of this stuff, like the ancient sister, they're given such unhelpful information to begin with that they're not really equipped to interpret what's happening and problem solve and respond to it because everything they know is kind of untrue to begin with.
Purple. This one can be a knower type. A hint of orange. A bang bang fire type.
Sister, what are you doing?
Assigning functions. Sister Pink gets the final say, but I give recommendations.
On what basis?
I mix organics, synthetics, and hair, and then pack it into a square. Before dropping each one into its cloning chamber, I look real close for what color I see. Look at this one. What do you see?
Blue, green, pink, purple, orange. The inside obviously looks like a pink, but the outside looks like a blue. Everything else sounds insane, but you could be doing who knows what.
Blue? You're a natural. A watcher type it is.
That's the third one you've said now. I don't think you're really on anything at this point.
An interesting process.
A straightforward one.
You're sure Healer trained you for this?
She meant to, but after what happened with Sister Green, Sister Pink has been unavailable. She's very focused on her, shell operations.
I see. Hair to hair, sister.
Hair to hair.
Sister Blue!
One moment. That part wasn't voiced, I guess.
This is grotesque. Will it stop?
Most shells don't go down easy. Thousands of years of experiments, and we still can't get rid of the fight response.
How are the shells chosen for study?
One must have the great fortune of being selected by Sister Pink.
How does she pick?
Easy. You make her mad.
What is the end like?
Sister Pink says it feels like the relief of a good night's sleep. Or the eternal buzz of a sweet injection.
How does she know?
I don't know. But why would she lie?
Does it hurt?
They don't scream like that for nothing.
That's
I'll leave you to it.
Goodbye, Sister Blue.
upsetting. What, you get tortured for experimentation if you make Sister Pink angry? Was there an inside to that part of the room? Because I never actually met Sister Pink, did I? But maybe you can't. At least not here. Head over to the library, perhaps? I'll try to be thorough, but it could be a little hard to be sure that I've been everywhere. Place is huge. Horse lobby? We keep trying to accomplish these goals, but we keep being red taped by the horse lobby, the powerful horse lobby. Others know her, so that's just an actual one of the main identities.
Ah, Watcher. Remarkable service. The All-Mother must be very proud of you. I'm sure you would have done the same. I suppose. I guess I've avoided being in a situation like that for quite some time. Or ever. It's the last thing I wanted to happen. Fixer caught me completely off guard. Of course. She was dangerously impulsive. A lesson for us all. I guess Fixer's deeds will enter the record?
Yes, they will be logged. Somewhere in the archive, yes.
Next to the ancient sister's sin, I suppose?
Not quite on that level. Perhaps in a footnote. But thank you for your suggestion. I'll find the right spot for it.
Okay. Hecky Grace.
Hecky Elmo, Watcher. I hope you find some peace today. You're still here.
I know we haven't spoken much.
Each Shapen sister her domain.
Right.
If there's something you'd like to learn about mine, I'm an open book.
Yeah, get it? Because libraries.
Can you tell me anything about the ancient sister?
Her sin, you mean? Only what's in the ALLMOTHER's poem.
Why isn't there more recorded?
Time is cruel. If you want specifics, you'll have to ask the ALLMOTHER herself. After 1,000 years, I'm sure she'd love to talk about it.
How did the ALLMOTHER build the orchard?
It's big, isn't it? And complex. The living quarters, the lush courtyard, the intricate life support systems. Enough space to fit hundreds of people. How do you think she did it, Watcher?
She must have had help.
Exactly. A single person, no matter how powerful, could never have built all this on her own. It stands to reason that before the ALLMOTHER,
she must have cloned the first sisters and they built it together.
A remarkable conclusion.
Or she inherited a thing from the old world.
Can you tell me anything about life on the surface?
There's plenty of records if you want to dig through them yourself. I don't bother myself with them.
Why not?
The surface is a glowing red wasteland, Watcher.
But when the ALLMOTHER cleanses the surface, the skies will be filled with blue.
You're right. Perhaps you could prepare us for that time. I think there's some files on Ultimate Frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee keeps coming up. I've never tried Ultimate Frisbee outside of, like, high school. I've seen those courses at certain locations sometimes, but the only one that's local to me is, like, trashed. So that's what red to blue means, is that the surface is burned red and they want to make the skies blue again.
Thanks for the chat.
Hecky Grace.
Heck yeah, Grace.
What are you witnessing?
Sister Blue.
I always see you with Noah. Is she guiding you well? I guess libraries are meant to be silent.
You can leave me.
I appreciate the clarity.
Damn. Stares at you until you leaves. Are you satisfied?
Hecky Elmo, Sister Blue. It's an honor to be in the presence of a sister with such unshakable faith.
Hecky Grace.
I'm studying up on the ALLMOTHER's majestic poem. It's so rich with meaning.
What have you learned?
Oh, each and every line is so loaded. Which one catches your eye?
Sphere to square. The way that she was molded.
Sphere to square.
The phrase I find most inspiring. A sphere. It could roll or bounce any which way, leading a sister astray. A square. It has sharp angles and flat surfaces. It stands strong in its place. But today I just realized, a sphere is a three-dimensional object, and a square is only two. The cutting away of a whole dimension of ourselves. That is how focused we must be to serve our purpose.
That's upsetting, though. Yeah, it's worth pointing out that she doesn't say cube, she says square. Maybe it's just a artistic license on how sphere to square sounds better than sphere to cube because of the alliteration and whatnot, but A square being two-dimensional, you want to crush people to that.
Whoa. Deep. Anything else catch your eye?
You don't get to go whoa deep about your own interpretation out loud. That's embarrassing.
Red to blue.
Oh. I know I don't need to tell you, but it has so many resonances. The glowing red bodies of the occupants and the scourge they brought to the surface. The many colors of you sisters. The almost dream of blue skies and breathable air. It's amazing how many different meanings you can pack into just 2 little words. Anything else catch your eye?
You think there'd be more emphasis on the positivity of blue as a color and negativity as red, so the idea that principle as red is a bit strange at that point. Although there are 2 blues? Are you guys supposed to be purple? I guess you're supposed to be purple, huh? Because she called out purple as being the knower color. The Watcher and Knower are almost the same color. They're really similar blues and purples. To the point where I saw the 6 of them, the 6 shells during the announcement. I thought there was 2 blues that were just lighter and darker.
6 to 1.
Yes, 6 sisters. Principal, Fixer, Healer, Knower, Bang Bang Fire, and Watcher. All to serve the One. Our great All-Mother. I take it as a rallying cry for our collective effort. Of note, you 6, and all of us shells, are made from the One as well. And yet, we never say 6 from 1 or 1 to 6. She doesn't draw attention to the gift of life she gave us. She only asks that we offer our service. Anything else catch your eye?
Hair to hair.
Ah, yes, sister. For me, it's a reminder to pay attention to even the smallest detail, and a reminder that everything that came before us is passed down through us, including the ancient sister's sin. Although, how that came to be is a bit of a mystery. After all, it is the All-Mother's hair from which we were created. Anything else catch your eye?
I better be going.
Of course, Sister Blue. All this is second nature to you. Thanks for helping me with my studies.
Keep it up. Sphere to square.
Sphere to square.
So we are cloned and born from hair. Adding more to that.
What's wrong?
Being a knower-type shell really sucks.
You are bored?
No, I'm not bored. I'm enraptured, actually. Everything in this archive jumps out at me, screaming at me to learn more.
So what's the problem?
Knower has been the eldest sister for generations. Some people never want to give up their place. They'll just hold on forever.
She'll be called when she's called.
Hey, Sister Blue. You can't help with that, can you? Pull a fixer on old Knower out there?
Don't ever say that again.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Damn. Becoming spiteful over the fact that Knower has stuck around for so long. So Fixer was not just like some young cadet that reached of age or whatever and graduated. There is one person in each role in this entire academy, the Orchard place, and they stay there for potentially generations worth of time until just the arbitrary time that they get called over, which might be when the ones that are with the All-Mother die. Maybe there's one of each of them at the All-Mother, and maybe whenever one of them dies in the service, they get replaced, or some other purpose.
Hi, Sister Blue. I can't talk right now.
Why do you look so worried?
2 of us are being tested on the Ancient Humans module. I studied all night, but I don't even recognize any of these questions. That other shell? She didn't even study. How did she finish so fast?
Did Knower give you a harder test?
That would be unlucky.
Just do your best.
If only my best was enough. Sister Blue, do you know what happens when you disappoint Sister Purple?
She reminds you of lessons.
No, she doesn't. Anyway, please excuse me. I have a long way to go. Without any luck,
or talent. All I have is work ethic.
Hair to hair, sister.
Hair to hair.
So as I gain more context, I might actually learn better which thing to respond with that's most appropriate. Much as it probably doesn't necessarily matter. The way that it was spoken vaguely, it's like, what, you know what she does when you disappoint her? She teaches. She doesn't. That's it. No further clarification, only just the foreboding negative response. Damn.